Is it possible to live a slow life with 3 kids under 3, 8-month-old twins and a toddler, when you and your husband are immigrants in a big city without families to help and communities to support, whose professions are a constant hustle, when you are a family of 3 that overnight becomes a family of 5? Yes, it is possible. My slow living with 3 kids under 3 might look different from a typical slow living day in life, but it is authentic and intentional nonetheless. Slow life is a meditative, reflective life where little moments are as important as big life-changing events. Living slow is living every day consciously and thoughtfully, creating beautiful moments for you and your loved ones every day. Even if no one would remember those moments, the good feeling of slow living always stays with us. My name is Sona, and this is a slow day in life with 3 kids under 3. When our 8-month-old twin boys wake up, the cuddling session starts. Our twins are separated at night. My husband takes one, I take the other one. Everyone tends to sleep better that way. By better, I mean wake up less than 5 times a night. In the morning, we are reunited. Depending on how the night was, I would either get up with them. Sometimes my husband, who is the earliest bird I know, takes them so I can sleep in. Then my toddler wakes up and there is more cuddling and stretching in bed for just a bit longer. My husband and I change the twins. I make a fresh kasha for the morning, an oatmeal and some oatmeal banana pancakes for baby's lunch to go. It is very important for me not to rush this morning rituals. I want to enjoy making breakfast, no matter how simple it is, and feeding my loved ones. Sometimes though, I will have to rush, and it is okay. It will happen, and I learn from these experiences as well. Then I feed the twins. My husband makes sure our toddler eats too. He is back to working full time, but his schedule is different every day. Today he goes to work at 8, so we can only enjoy a quick breakfast. I started fasting for the Great Lent, and I don't eat meat or dairy until Easter. Perfect quick breakfast for us is an avocado toast with salad and tomatoes, arugula and different seeds on top. Sometimes I would make it with a poached egg or a sunny side up, but no time for it today. We all get ready to leave. Since I am solo parenting the twins today, I want to spend most of this day outside. My husband takes our daughter to school and helps us to get into the car. And here is where the really slow and pleasant part of our day starts. All morning we explore nearest neighborhoods and parks. I could walk to the one we're going today. It would take me about 35 minutes, but it was raining the day before, so I didn't want to risk it. For me, these walks in different neighborhoods are like a treasure hunt. We always manage to find amazing playgrounds or lawns for picnic, or just places to walk through and observe. Today the weather is fantastic in LA. At first, I'm planning to put babies to sleep for the first nap, then take a walk around the neighborhood, which is the most relaxing exercise for me. Sometimes I even manage to buy a snack and a tea and sit for a minute to enjoy it. I also love to engage in conversations with locals, ask them about their community, about their kids. I have to say though, most of the time they engage me in conversations first, because you see, having twins is almost like being a celebrity. Everyone wants to talk to you and make a comment. By now I'm already used to people stopping me all the time, but when babies are sleeping, I like to go to the more private areas, empty streets, because my babies are very sensitive sleepers. When they wake up, I feed them in the stroller. It serves as a high chair. Then I find a lawn where we can let them stretch and crawl, take a few pictures for my Armenian family and for my husband's Peruvian family. Next stop is the library. I take babies or my daughter once a week to the library. This is a very stimulating place for me as well. I'm just happier surrounded by books. Here we read and explore. It's not always an ideal experience because baby's attention span, as well as toddlers, is short. But the most important thing I'm doing here is creating a habit to go to the library, to be familiar with the culture of reading and taking books from the library. And sometimes we do manage to read tons of books together and bond nicely through it. Win-win. After the library, babies were in a good mood, and that was excellent because we still had to walk to the car. Usually it's the last 5 to 10 minutes that babies start fussing, but for those occasions, I have these smoothie melts they adore. I also give them a toy, and we safely and without unnecessary drama get into the car. I have to say though that the moments where everything gets out of control and both babies or all 3 kids are crying uncontrollably still happen. But I deal with these tantrums much better now. I just don't worry about what people think and focus on the needs of each baby, one at a time. I accepted this as my new normal, and it doesn't make me a worse mom, it just makes me a twin mom. I noticed that no matter how comfortable your home is, parenting outside for me is so much easier. Maybe the havens, little isles of nature we find, or the architecture of the buildings influence my mood. Maybe it's the people, or maybe it's just healthier to be outside, no matter what stage of life you're in. After the walk, we come back home, change, play, eat, and slowly get ready to greet my daughter. Today my husband picked our baby girl from school, and he also cooked the dinner in the morning, so we didn't have to worry about that. While he was home, I wanted to drive to the store to pick up some groceries for the next day. I had the whole hour to spend choosing my ingredients. Most of the time, my husband is the one responsible for groceries in our family, but if I get a chance to do it, it really feels refreshing and cooking more enjoyable for me. At 3 p.m., he left for work again, and the 4 of us moved to the living room. I usually turn on some fun music for kids so my daughter can dance and get her energy out. Quite frankly, we all need that little movement. Then we read books or play. It's not always possible to keep everyone in a good mood, because my daughter, although getting much better at sharing, is still very particular about the toys that are hers. Then I separate the trio, give something to do to my daughter. She can entertain herself really well without my help. I take babies to the loungers and we start reading baby books with them. Sometimes my daughter joins us. Then it's a bath time and I start the process of getting everyone clean and ready to go to bed. Now it's time to change babies, get the bottles ready, and put the twins to sleep. We only have one crib as a safe space where they can have their night bottle and go to sleep. By this time, my husband is usually home, so if babies don't fall asleep, he and I pick them up and rock them to sleep. Although sometimes exhausting, it's a gentle bonding time for us, and I would not exchange it for a harsh sleep training that so many people recommend to me. It works for some families, but not for mine. Putting one of the babies to sleep today took longer than I thought, but I still have some time to clean up the kitchen, prepare my daughter's lunch for tomorrow, listening to my favorite audiobooks, lectures, or podcasts. Intentional living for me means that it is important during the day not only to fill my family's cup, but mine as well. I have a lot of hobbies I want to keep up with, and I try to use this time smartly and enrich my knowledge in many subjects. I love literature and poetry, biographies of outstanding people, enjoy twisted plots, complicated characters, and meaningful character arcs. As an Orthodox Christian, I enjoy listening to the Bible in 3 languages and the Orthodox Church teachings. I really love this time alone. As I haven't been doing any cleaning or cooking since morning, it doesn't seem like a big chore to do it in the evening. And if sometimes I don't finish all the cleaning and picking up toys, I don't beat myself up, because I know I can do better the next day. Now it's time to say goodnight to our daughter. We like to do baby yoga before going to sleep. It promotes the blood circulation, decreases stress, improves sleep, and again, it's a really nice bonding experience. Then we read a few books she chooses. Then we say goodnight to each other, and my husband puts her to sleep while I finish her lunch for school. If my spouse doesn't go to sleep right away, we spend the rest of the evening together. Otherwise, I have some time to edit YouTube videos or continue writing a feature script outline I have been working on. It's not always possible to maintain a slow lifestyle and be super productive. There are stages in our lives when we parents have to pick our battles. So this was my slow day with 3 under 3. Let me know if this slow living was anything similar to what your life experience is. I hope you found this video interesting. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more slow living content. Thank you for watching and see you next time.